Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Kristen with Monarch Plans, and today I'm going to be doing my plan with me for the month of May. I chose to do it in my Erin Condren Focus Teacher Planner. It is like one of the last months in this planner, so I really, time is running out for this planner specifically. So I just wanted to do another plan with me in here since it's always been kind of a really fun planner for me to put stickers in and all of that. So I am going to be using a kit from my shop. This is the Erin Condren 7x9 Life Planner kit. It fits in this planner as well. The headers are just a tiny bit too tall, like a couple millimeters, so I usually just slice off some stuff from the top. But everything else fits, the boxes, the labels, everything like that is good to go. So I have those two sheets from the monthly kit, and then I also decided to grab these little corner like deco pieces from my new deco journaling kits that I released a couple weeks ago. And it matches the theme of the monthly kit, but I figured I could use these just as some extra decoration throughout the spread if I wanted to. So wanted to use these as well, grab them. They're pretty versatile, so wanted to do that. I'm gonna get started putting my headers in, and generally I just line them up so the days of the week align, and that's usually pretty good. Okay, there's that. I really like this kit. I love the colors of it, like absolutely my favorite colors. So I have been looking forward to using this kit for a long time. So I'm gonna do this. I haven't heard anything about whether or not they're doing a Focus Teacher Planner like this one again. I feel like it would make sense for them to do another 7x9 Focus Teacher Planner, but it's pretty unpredictable like how launches are gonna go, so who knows. But I feel like there were a lot of people that were using this planner the way I was as like a non-teacher, and so I'm hoping that they saw the value in having this option, but we will just have to see. The Erin Condren launch was this week, so I grabbed a couple of things. I usually have to grab like multiple planners so I can do sizing and everything for my kits. So it's always really interesting being a shop owner during launch season because of that. So I got a lot of different options. So you'll probably be seeing me using the new Erin Condren planners here in some Plan With Me's in the near future. But I'm kind of excited for those. But you know, I really love my Hobonichi cousin, so I don't foresee like actually switching out of the Hobonichi. But I will be like dabbling and doing Plan With Me's and stuff in the Erin Condren planners and like some Plum paper, Moxie Life, all that kind of stuff. So okay, this is how it looks with the headers and everything. You can see that there's just like very minor overlap here. Like I said, it's just a really tiny amount, a couple millimeters. So I usually just go and trim that off at the very end, but everything else lines up. All of the days of the week, everything looks fine. And from here, I think I'll go through really quickly and put in the little dots. And so I'm just gonna speed through that because it's extremely tedious. So I'll be back in just a second and those will be down. Okay, so I have all the dots in and I am ready to start putting in some of these other labels and everything like that. I just realized as I was putting down the dots that I have some of these full boxes that I'll probably be using. So I will probably have to take up a couple of the dots just to put on top of the box eventually, but that's okay. I'm also trying to figure out where I should use these. They're available to me, but obviously I don't have to use them. I might put some like down here in this little empty area and then also use them maybe to mark like some of the things that I have going on that are multiple days. So we'll get to that in a few minutes, but I have a lot of stuff going on at the beginning of the month. I usually really don't have anything going on in my monthly spread. If you've seen my Plan With Me's before, they're actually kind of boring, but this month is really full. There's a lot of stuff going on, so I think I'll just get started putting in some labels. And what's kind of hard about this week is I have a lot of big stuff happening. Like there's really big things happening this month that really like are out of the norm. And so I'm trying to decide like what deserves the bigger stickers, like the big colorful labels, what deserves some of these like larger boxes and then what deserves just like normal size labels, if that makes sense. So kind of trying to work through that. I think there's a couple things here. So I know for a fact I have a day off. Let's see, where is it? Day off at the end of the month for Memorial Day. So that will be a big one. I think I'll do like orange. So I'll put that one down. And then other than that, I guess I'll just go through and like write things down as I come across them. I always like write down a list of things that I have going on. So I think I should be able to get the labels, like the right size labels, all that kind of stuff, just going down the list. So the first big thing that is happening is we are moving my dad down to Arizona at the beginning of the month. So that requires us to do like a long drive, pack up his truck, all that kind of stuff. That's something I might use like one of these longer pattern labels for, is just to mark us like driving, because it will span over the course of like an entire day. And then other than that, we're gonna like set up my dad's house. So we'll put like move, setup day, to actually like put his whole house together. Then the next day, we are able to do kind of like a relaxing, I wouldn't call it a staycation because we're not staying the night, but like a cabana day at a resort in Scottsdale. So I'm going to have a label for that and like put the time that we want to go. And then related to that, my sister will leave that same day. My dad's house on the market is going on the market. On one of the days in the second week of the month. And then my husband is then flying to his home state so then he can move some stuff back from his parents' house. So really, really busy first week of the month with like us moving my dad and then him going the next weekend and driving more stuff from his childhood home. And then, let's see, Andrew will be home then. See, like you literally see I'm using up like so many labels just for these random things. And then we get to like more of the kind of like normal stuff. So I will say I'm doing a mini kit Monday. Later in the month, I need to put all the labels in and see like how everything is falling and decide exactly when I'm going to do my new releases. They're going to be July new releases, which is crazy to even think that we're already releasing kits for July, but I need to decide. It'll be like sometime in the first 2 weeks of the month, but you're going to see when I have all the labels down, like it's going to be kind of crazy figuring out when all of that needs to go up. The other thing is it's Mother's Day in there somewhere as well, which is another big thing. And I am out of like normal labels. I don't have a lot of appointments. Like that's the thing, is I don't have a lot of need for like appointment labels. I have a lot of need for like these normal, like regular labels. So that is kind of a big thing. I have my day off for Memorial Day. I'll just put Mem Day. My shop has the 3-year anniversary. So that is huge. And then the only other thing is I'm trying to decide, like if I use one of the big labels, then I can't really use like these other labels. There will be a lot of overlapping. I think I'll do this like yellow box. It's our, I know a lot of people don't really like think about this very much, but It's our 7-year dating anniversary, and so we're probably not going to do anything huge, obviously, because we're married and we do more stuff for like our wedding anniversary now, but like it's always fun. I think we always get something kind of nice to be like, wow, it was, you know, 7 years ago today that we went on our first date and all that stuff. So I'm gonna do that, put that one in, and then I think I might actually use one of these larger boxes to put in my shop anniversary, and then there's like one other thing going on that same time. So might do this white label. Shop anniversary. And then you're hearing it kind of here first, but I have a project that I'm working on, or I guess maybe I'll probably talk about this a little bit more when I talk about my goals, but I have kind of a big project that I'm working on for my shop, kind of related to my shop. And I think that, as far as I am planning now, that will also launch on the 28th, which is my shop anniversary. So I have kind of like a couple things going on that day that I wanted to put. And actually, now that I think of it, I think the date dot will be in the way here. So I'm going to do anniversary and use a little bit of whiteout. And then I think that that might be it so far until I come up with when I'm actually doing my like launch for the July kits. So other than that, I'll have to put in a couple like payday stickers throughout the month. And I think that that is pretty much it. So let me start putting these things in, and then you'll definitely see that it's a little bit crazy here for the next month or so. So Wednesday, the 3rd, we're flying to Washington. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we'll be driving through this whole thing. And then our move and setup day is on Sunday, so we'll just be helping Dad get all set up in his house. Our cabana day is on Tuesday, and actually I might put Abby fly home. I'm sure I'll be spending a lot of time at my dad's house getting stuff set up the weekend after, because Andrew is then flying out on this day. So I'll be able to spend a bunch of time at my dad's that whole weekend. Also, his house is then going on the market here. Andrew will be home Mother's Day. There's just so much stuff. Like, this is totally out of the norm for my monthly spread, so it's kind of fun having a lot of things planned, but definitely not normal for me, especially when I just don't have things going on. Other than that, I think I'll put in a mini kit Monday. I think will be on the 22nd, so I'll put that one in. So there's no more labels on there. I have our 7-year dating anniversary, which is on the 27th, which is kind of fun. It's on a Saturday, so I'm going to see if I can pull up that without damaging anything. And then put it back down. And then same with the 28th, that is when my shop anniversary is and when my project is launching. Okay, there's that. And then I accidentally dropped my date dot. So then that will go right there. I'm not going to use this 3-year anniversary one. I will put in Memorial Day here. And then, like I mentioned, I have a couple payday things to put in. So I think I'll put paydays like up at the top. Luckily we have like alternating paydays, so it's kind of nice that we get paid like pretty much every week between our 2 jobs. Payday. Okay. And then let me think. I think the only other thing, like I said, is there's a lot of like other things going on between going to Washington and then getting here to like set and move up. So I think I'm gonna put like moving day. So I think I'm gonna put moving day in here, and then I'll put like one of these washi strips. I just need to figure out which one. Maybe the dark blue one. Stretching into Saturday. There's that. And then actually I do have one more thing that I think I'll put on Saturday the 6th. And I need to look up the exact time, but at least I'm able to use an appointment label, so that's kind of nice. So there's that. So I think that that is pretty much everything there. And then the only other thing is, I'll put in here Andrew Drive, because he also is then driving again down from his childhood home. So very, very busy first part of the month, especially for Andrew. He'll be driving everywhere. So I think that that's pretty much it for this stuff. I know that there's a couple more things that will get added because there's a few appointments that I think for my dad's new house, I'll have to be there to like let people into his house. So I'm keeping kind of some spots available and some labels available for that as well. In the meantime though, I am going to put some of these labels in, and I just need to decide like which ones I want to use. I think I might actually put in like this and do something down here, or maybe something along the side to like break things up between like to-do list items and then like some notes, because I envision I'll have a lot of stuff going on in terms of like lists that I need to make. So I think I'll just put like a this month section. And then here I'm gonna put like notes. Just little reminders and like things in case I need to buy something or do something specific. So I think that that is pretty much it, but you can see that there is definitely not a lot of space here for getting out new releases at the beginning of the month. So I'm trying to figure out, like, I don't want to really do it like while I'm driving or like up in Washington. And then the next week is, we're kind of like getting stuff set up. So I'm wondering if maybe I could do it on like the 10th, but then that's getting even like a little bit late in the month. So I might do it on the 7th and then be able to work on like getting orders out the first couple days of the month. So I might do that. So I think tentatively I'll put new releases on the 7th. I'll have a calendar though up on my Instagram, so I think that you can see if that changes or not by looking at that on my feed. So Anyways, I think that that is pretty much it. I'm going to go through and fill out a few things. I guess the one thing that I am going to note is floor cleaners, and then I don't really think there is much else for Dad's house. And then the only other reminder I want to give myself is some important stuff for work. So that is pretty much it. So that is the finished product for this month, and I might add a few things as they come up, but ultimately this is way busier than most months, so it always looks really fun when there's like more stuff going on than just paydays and like one birthday. So I really enjoyed planning out this month, and I can't wait to fill it in a little bit more with some extra stuff. But super busy. It's going to be really good. Definitely like out of the ordinary with moving my dad, having Andrew move, a bunch of different things, and then like a project for my shop, all of that. So I think it'll be a really good month, and I can't wait to see how it turns out. So anyways, thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you later. Bye.